Welcome to the blue corner, Connor Owens.
All right, Michael, Connor Owens. You talked about him when we did our introduction. There's a lot of excitement around this young man.
Yeah, and for good reason. I mean, UFC veteran Corey Sandhagen, called Eric and said, "Man, I've got a kid that nobody will fight." And of course, Eric said, "I've got the roster for that." And so, here he is, Connor Owens here. Corey Sandhagen said he's the next big thing. And I'm really looking forward to this kid because 4-1 as an amateur. It's his pro debut, and man, he's just 3 of those 4 wins as an amateur are finishes. And he's got 1 loss by armbar early in his amateur career. But fighting with a savvy veteran, and they're about the same size, him and Corey. So I'm sure they're training partners. So he's getting the best of the best training partners you can possibly get, Alex.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I also think I see Kenneth Banks back there. A super high-level wrestler. I mean, this is his pro debut, sure. But the level, like you said, Mike, of his training partners, that can't be replicated. I mean, the only thing he's missing is the experience as a pro, which he is getting tonight. He's starting tonight. So, yeah, I heard a lot of good, bright prospect futures about this youngster as well. But we'll see if he can put it together in the cage.
As you mentioned, very successful as an amateur, national Muay Thai champion, 20-plus amateur fights when you combine that MMA and Muay Thai record. And, he told us beforehand he likes to hunt big game. He likes to hunt money.
And what else?
And big booty Latinas.
Hey, he's in the right spot.
I have to read what they tell us, all right?
That's right.
So, Connor,
we'll have to go hunting sometime.
Yeah, Connor, you're not the only one in the city of H-Town. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Jeremy Alba.
Jeremy Alba coming in from El Paso, Texas, 1-1 record. He's a guy that, he switched up a few things this camp, has been working with multiple coaches, is trying to find that juice again, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, he's early in his pro career at 1-1. And he's a big 145er at 6'1". You can see he's put together well, got long arms. I mean, this is a guy that's really, really difficult to deal with at this weight class.
We look at our tail of the tape brought to you by Warbringer Southwest Bourbon Whiskey, the cock of the walk. If Wayne can say it, I can say it as well. Look at our reach advantage here going to Connor Owens. The height advantage going to Jeremy Alba, the 31-year-old. Both fighters looking good on that weight. Final checkups right now for Jeremy Alba. Just a programming note, after this fight, we will be taking a 10-minute intermission. Keep that stream up. We're not going to restart the stream, so keep it right here. We've had some good finishes so far. Let's see if we can find it here in our third fight as well. But first, our introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next fight brought to you by the Cock of the Walk. Warbringer Whiskey is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC Featherweight Division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet tall, and he weighed in officially at 145.4 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, by way of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Today, he makes his professional debut. Here is Connor Owens. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 6 feet, 1 inch tall, and he weighed in at 143.6 pounds. Fighting out of El Paso, Texas, his professional record stands at 1 win, 1 loss. This is Jeremy Alba. Your referee in charge, Danielle Guevara.
All right, let's get this one going. Blue gloves for Connor Owens. Alba in the red. Kick to open things up.
Hopefully Connor Owens wasn't distracted by our ring girl there. And Alex and I were talking about on the way out for Hill that Jeremy Alba is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did fight at 55, then he dropped down to 45.
Yeah, and they weigh by almost 2 pounds.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to say. Usually it's a sign of a pretty easy weight cut.
Yeah, and I mean, he looks like he weighs 170 pounds now.
I know in his pro debut, he got a third-round TKO victory. Oh, big right hand there from Owens as they tie up. And then in his second fight, ended up getting Connor choked by Aliman, who is a real phenom. But he did get out-wrestled pretty thoroughly. Aliman's a great wrestler, a super athlete. So a knock there.
By the way, Aliman was supposed to fight on this card. That fight fell off just a couple of days ago. His opponent had to pull out. So, yeah, tough for Joshua Aliman, but hope to see the superstar back inside the cage here soon.
But we saw Alba take a pretty long break. He had actually not fought since then in Rio. That was at the show in Richmond in your hometown. It was a tremendous night of fights, by the way.
Yeah, Fury FC 91. There were so many finishes that night.
But, so he's been working on that skill set. He hits a beautiful get-up. We're just talking about the time off to really improve that ground game, and Alba just showed that time was spent well.
Alba not only getting ready for this fight, but also getting his wife ready, Andrea Amaro. She's going to be in action for the title coming up April 27th.
That's right, yeah.
Andrea Amaro, Piggy, right? Remember that's her nickname, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah. You've seen her fight, I think, twice now in Fury. She's a scrappy girl.
She has some of the best walkout T-shirts. So, Andrea, if you're watching, size large. Oh, thank you. Can't wait to see that fight. But inside the cage right now, 2 minutes have elapsed.
You'll see Alba in the red gloves in the orthodox fighting stance, and then you'll see Owens in the blue gloves standing second.
Yes, it looks like Owens is having a little bit of trouble. He's used to manhandling his opponents, you can tell.
Oh, big counter uppercut there from Alba. Owens was a little reckless covering that distance, showing, good offense, good aggression. But he did eat a punch for that.
Yeah, Alba doing a good job of finding a place for those knees, too. He's landing 2 right to the gut.
Really nice trip there again from Owens.
See what he can do this time around.
Explosive guard recovery there from Alba.
Like Alba's going to go for a go-go potter there for a second.
He did a good job. He exposed his back in hitting the get-up, but he did get up to his feet. It's kind of like the first battle you got to fight and win. He's got to get that right side underhook, which he just got. Squares him back up. The defensive grappling from Alba is looking sharp. One thing that was always surprising to me is, anytime you're training at a cage in a gym, it's been there forever, that it doesn't really get replaced. The links get really loose.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of give. When you fight in promotions like these, there is no give whatsoever. And when he hit that trip, I don't know, I think we heard it, the shorts rubbing against the cage, but it sounded uncomfortable to say the least.
Yeah, and this is cyclone fence, so it's rubber-coated fence. So there's no sharp edges on it, but, man, it does not feel any better.
No, it'll choose creature for sure.
Connor Owens coming in with a 4-1 amateur record. Ooh, good kick, but good counter there from Owens. I don't know if he caught him or was that a slip there, guys?
I think he slipped. He threw a big open stance kick. It looks like it hit Owens right in the forearms, which is honestly a good spot to kick if you want to look through some damage the shields. But sometimes maybe the calf muscle hits an elbow, you get that drop foot sensation. Or he maybe just slipped on the recoil of the kick. Oh, no, something's up with his leg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, he is eating punches.
I think it's the left knee. Maybe his knee gave out as he threw that big kick. We'll see.
He's trying to get up. Yeah, he's definitely favoring that leg right now.
He's only got a few seconds to try to survive this round.
Yeah, this might... Oh, okay, he is going to survive. If Owens unloads, this could be a stoppage. Less than 10 seconds left.
So if it's like a compromised ligament in the knee, he won't be able to continue. Yeah. But if it's just maybe some like a dead muscle or a nerve issue, that can and will go away.
Let's see, he is.
It's left leg. Like we can't quite tell yet. We'll see what his corner says. We'll see what he says to his corner. If he says something detrimental to his corner, then they'll bring the doctor in. I'd love to see that kickback before he fell, if possible. This is the very beginning of the fight. That was that right uppercut. Oh man, see, it was a standing leg. That's not good. That's usually a sign of maybe a torn ACL. I mean, a torn meniscus at best. Usually when you have those type of pivot injuries. But
I'm an expert in torn meniscuses. I've had 2 in the last 6 months. I'm not speculating. That looked like one of those tears where, because you see the leg just shut down.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see. Oh yeah, could be an ACL. Hopefully it's nothing more than just a twist and he's okay. But the way he's favoring it right now, oh man. And props to him for working through this pain, because that quad will shut down as soon as that knee feels.
Yeah,
that knee feels that tear.
It's interesting. I mean, I'm curious what the damage is.
I didn't say look for Connor to start going after that knee immediately.
Yeah, he
man.
just can't balance. I mean, see that
you've got to stop this one,
especially for the corner. You got to have a real conversation with them. Now, granted, and if you're Alba, I'm sure Alba obviously said he was fine because he stepped in this round. But I mean,
knee there.
Yeah,
okay, here comes.
Oh
no!
That was a big counter hook.
Yeah. It could be something he has been dealing with, throughout fight camp as well. We don't know. We weren't told anything to watch out for with his knee, so who knows? And we shouldn't. They're going to keep that a secret.
You have to
keep it a secret.
The commission will pull the fight.
Yeah, so maybe something that he's dealt with and feels comfortable working through.
It is that left leg of Alba, so I mean, pay attention to just how he's stepping. I mean, he's maybe done more damage in the first minute of the second round than he has in the first round entirely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like attacking a wounded animal. I mean,
they're just going to have to plant and fire.
Yeah. And
man.
Good shot. Right hand.
Alex, I think you might be right. It could be the ACL, because you see he's not going laterally at all. Everything is north-south. There's not much lateral explosion right now.
Man, he kicked.
Yeah, he planted on it.
Yeah, that may be instincts taking over there.
I think Alba may know. I mean, there's no telling. It could have been maybe a nerve issue. We see crazy stuff happen all the time. Michael Chandler.
Man.
Oh, man.
See, that was maybe the best punch there. And what you got to do is if you're in the corner, you got to can my fighter win? But honestly, Alba could. He's landing big shots. So I think calling it may not be the best bet, which is kind of hard to say, because the fighter's safety is number one. But Alba's had his best moments in the second round offensively. But man, that was the greatest example we could have seen. He landed a monstrous right hand, but on the recoil he fell down.
Yeah, this is he looked like he was going for trying to set up a triangle there, maybe switch to an armbar.
Oh, he's got a triangle. Oh my God, he's got a triangle armbar going right now.
Oh wow, this is going to be enough.
Standing up though is Owens. Okay, Owens can't let his posture get broken down. Oh, he's looking to slip his head out. He's going to navigate through the armbar. I mean, honestly, this is maybe the best we've ever seen Alba fight.
Man, and against a guy like Connor Owens, who is highly skilled. I mean, you can tell how skilled he is. And man, Jeremy Alba is just the grit that he's showing, and the toughness he's showing here is just unbelievable.
Good elbows there from the bottom for Alba.
He's going to go look for an armbar.
Too slippery in there right now.
Pretty hip to it. Man. Everyone's so quick to criticize, but somebody's like, why would you not have called the fight for your fighter? But honestly, this is sometimes why, because I mean, I'm telling you, Alba's really doing his best work.
130 left.
Because he may not have a lot of options. He may know this fight will end any moment, with the wrong buckle.
Well, and not just that. I mean, he was telling his corner when he left the corner, he was telling them, I'm fine.
Yeah, okay, good. And then you let him fight.
And so, it looked like his coaches were like, are you sure? And, he was adamant about getting back out there.
I tore my ACL in a fight once and then armbarred the guy right after. And then fought with a torn ACL for like 3 years until I got to the UFC and they fixed it. So, I mean, it's not impossible by any means whatsoever. And we see Alba, I mean, honestly, he's winning this round.
Yeah.
Unless Owens really dishes out some ground and pound, I think this is an Alba round pretty thoroughly.
Alba's been so active from the bottom. He hasn't stopped connecting with little elbows, little punches, trying to shoot submissions.
And I mean,
Man.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, this is benefiting Alba to stay in this position if he's injured.
Yeah, absolutely. And he knows he can attack effectively from guard. So, if his footing is compromised and he gets taken down in round 3, he can rely on that guard assault.
Oh, no, the knee just buckled.
He needs to stop. Yeah. He needs to stop kicking is what he needs to stop doing.
Yeah.
See, that just doesn't look great. Man, we've not really seen this that often. The times you've seen guys' legs compromised, the fights have been over. Man, this is wild. I'd be so curious to see, maybe after the event, what the damage was.
Take a look at these highlights as we are also keeping eyes on that knee right now as he's talking to his corner.
Man, this is a tougher round to score, especially in that last kind of fall down, because I know it wasn't really from a strike from Owens, but I asked a ref one time a guy slammed his opponent and rocked himself. And I'm like, how does that score? But the ref was like, or the judge was like, it's damage. Damage is damage. Honestly, it doesn't really matter who applies it. Usually it's the opponent. But, that scores for the opposition. If you're hurt or rocked, that shows you were damaged that fight.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, a healthy Jeremy Alba is probably winning this fight pretty handily.
I mean, yeah. At the same time, though, he was really reserved in round 1.
Yeah.
They're getting the doctor in here. Honestly, as they should.
All right, doctor's going to take a look at this.
This is Alex's doctor?
No.
This isn't the one.
New doctor. Different.
He's here today. Did you see him?
Yeah, great. Yeah, he's been a staple of the Houston MMA game for a long, long time.
Trying to look.
All right, so if he grabs the top of the shin and pulls it away from the knee, and he feels no resistance, that's a 20 CL.
Yeah.
I've had so many 20 CL stress tests that I can actually give them to people pretty well. Said it's good.
It's good.
All right.
That screams a meniscus tear instead.
I mean,
you could just with the meniscus tear, you can play sports, you can be good, but it just takes that tear to go under the healthy meniscus, and your body just shuts down.
Yeah.
That's just your leg protecting itself.
All right, so as instinctual as it may be, I don't think Alba should kick.
Yeah, it's a great point.
He's done great with his boxing, done great with his offensive grappling from guard.
He was doing such a good job on the counter punching as well. What a big right there.
Yeah, it's got to be difficult for him to put pressure up against the cage.
Yeah, I mean, a true handicap in a fight.
Ooh.
Interesting. I mean, you can tell every time he throws an attack with his right leg, his left leg just kind of gives way. But, man, props to Alba. There's a cliche that MMA fighters are often too tough for their own good, but in this case, it's really paying dividends.
Oh man.
Sit down on the right hand.
Alba has made fans out of us. No matter the outcome of this fight. Oh, yeah, he's just hopping on that right leg.
Man.
What a turn there.
See, in that one, the lifting leg was his left leg and his base leg was his right leg. Oh, man. These are good shots.
Oh, can Alba get the finish here?
Man.
These are good shots, man.
Full defensive mode right now for Connor Owens.
Yeah.
Connor Owens, he looks stunned right now. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, good elbow. Good left hook.
Oh, man, the finish is definitely there for Alba.
Man, can he just get enough behind his hips with that injured leg to throw that?
That is it.
Oh, wow.
Alba with a
finish.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. An emotional Jeremy Alba has left everything inside the cage. What a performance. Michael is heading inside to talk to him. Unbelievable. This is what it's all about. Jeremy Alba with the performance of a lifetime. on a hobbled left leg.
Man,
Musters out a win. What a moment right here at Fury FC 103.
that may be one of the most like heroic finishes we've ever seen. Wild. I can't wait for Mike to ask him what's going on. Because I mean that's just something you almost never see.
Man, that was unbelievable. That is that fighting spirit.
Wow.
Coming all the way from El Paso, Texas. And let me tell you, El Paso fighters, they've got a little bit of that Mexican La Raza. They've got that heart of that desert out there. And they put together these gritty performances. And Alba was on full display. Heart, dedication, fighting through that pain. What did Michael tell you? Were you able to make it?
Yeah, he talked to his corner. That's what I was trying to go ask him. They say it's an ACL injury, which you see all the time in MMA. You just see guys get TKO'd the moment it happens.
Wow.
Not winning the third round after making it happen. That was wild.
Man, that was awesome. Wishing the best to both guys, but first let's make things official. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Danielle Guevara calls for a stop to the fight. 1 minute, 33 seconds into the third and final round, declaring our winner by TKO, Jeremy Alba.
You're out to stand. I'm here with your winner, Jeremy Alba. Jeremy, what a performance. First of all, the question everybody wants to know is, what do you think happened to your knee?
It just popped and it just keeps slipping out in place. Every time I try to throw a kick, I'd fall. It's fucked. It's pretty bad right now.
Well, it was an unbelievable performance. Even after the knee was hurt, it looked like you found a spot for those elbows and that right hand. And you're right, whenever you kicked, you fell. But man, what was going through your mind whenever you were throwing those kicks and punches?
Keep fucking going, man. I wanted to quit, but just something kept telling me not to. So I just kept going. But first of all, I want to thank God and Jesus for getting me through this. Without them, none of this shit is possible. But But thank you to all my team, my coaches, my teammates at Zen, 10 Planet, City Wolves, Elite Kickboxing. Thank you to everybody there, man. And thank you to my wife, who's pushed me so much.
Well, Jeremy, you should be proud of that performance. That was a big win over a highly touted prospect from a big gym. That is something you should be really proud of, especially under those conditions. So congratulations on the win. Your winner, Jeremy Alba.
And Jeremy Alba. Yeah, you just know that knee is messed up. And wishing him the best. Hopefully it's a grade 3 sprain versus a tear, but
I'll bet you my man tore it, but that's going to be the happiest ACL surgery anyone will ever have in their life. He's coming off of a win.
A 1-minute intermission.
All right.
We'll be back with
that, we're going to
next
take a
fight
10-minute
in 10
intermission.
minutes.
Keep that stream up. We will be right back for the remainder of our prelims broadcast.